And we're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be, and today I wanted to do something different. I just wanted to sit down and do some Q&A today and answer questions from you all. I, on my journey, have been conscious for about 15 years now, and within being conscious all of this here time, I talk about health and wellness. I talk about tarot. I talk about energy. I talk about alignment. I talk about relationships. I talk about all kinds of different things, and I often come with a topic already. But today, I just want to freestyle it and answer some questions. Oh, I'm giving a little too much over there on YouTube. I'm giving a little too much. So, anyway, I wanted to answer any question. Intelligence corresponds with humor. Yeah, I love it. So, if you have any questions for me, I'm here for a little while. I got about 30 minutes. Any Q&A on health and wellness, any Q&A on blood type, any Q&A on spirituality. Yesterday, Tia was asking me to talk about knowing self. And so maybe there's somebody on their spiritual journey that's just beginning. Hey, sporty. Just beginning maybe consciousness, and you have questions about that. So let's begin. I see you over there. Let me see if I could. That darn white. Where's my thing? Let me see. All right, go ahead. What is the way to open up your heart chakra? I have some questions. That's L, or is that J? AJ. That's an AJ. Uh, Open up your heart chakra ways, simple ways. I have on my website a chakra course to open up all chakra pools of energy. It's called Why Are People Sick? And inside of it, it has one that gives you a whole hour and a half video on opening up the heart chakra. Opening up the heart chakra, the how-to of it is speaking from the heart, pretty much, is forgiving, pretty much. That's the short answer. Forgiving, speaking from the heart, and using maybe some crystals. The crystals that coincide with the heart chakra will open them up easy. Open them up easy. Good day, goddess. Hey, Ladybug, how you doing today? Thank you, YouTubers, for being here. YouTube, could I get some thumbs up over there on YouTube? If you have any questions on YouTube, put them in the comments. I can see the comments and I can answer your questions. Anything else? Anything else? Blood type O positive abilities. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Good afternoon to you too, babe. It's afternoon. Where you at? Oh my goodness. It's 9:06 over here. Where you at, first of all? I got a question for you. Where you at? Afternoon. It's 9:06. No coffee for me today. There you go, Bluebird. Oh, you way over there. That's why. Okay. Georgia. They're the fire element. Anything that comes with embodiment of fire is they're going to be their abilities. They're powerful beings. The sun, anything heightened with fire energy will be their gifts and their superpowers. The detailed itemized list of their gifts is available on the Woke is F Blood Type Connection course. And yesterday, believe it or not, a bunch of the olds bought the course on when I was talking about the power of the blood. Feel the name of the course is called The Power in Your Blood. Woke is F Blood Type Connection course. It's available on my website. You select blood type O, and you'll have your positive and negative characteristics, your personality traits, your best and worst jobs, your superpowers, your trauma, your sex drive, your compatible partners. All of that detailed information is in that course. But the short answer, they're the Anunnaki gods, and they're powerful in their presence of their energy because they radiate the element of fire, right? It's 12. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks God, as I'll get it. Yeah. What is the vibration in the body? It's kind of it kind of comes out of nowhere. What is vibration in the body? Wait, you're saying you have a vibration in your body that comes from nowhere? Um, Explain it. How is this vibration? It's like you feel a humming. It's like you're moving. Your heart beating fast. Explain it in more detail because there's different vibrations. Let me remove this. This is, oh, now I can see. Okay. What does it mean? Okay. If this like a ringing is energy present. That's something in the spiritual. Ringing is definitely going to be a spiritual ascension, feeling, sound. Whether it's right or left ear you hear it, tells the different energies of it. Left is ancestors, right is your inner being, like guidance, like right. So ancestors left, they'll come to warn you or tell you to be aware of something in the physical. Left is always going to represent physical, logic, what's going on in this realm. So your inner being. In the right ear, right is always going to represent intuitive, spiritual guidance, energetically what's going on, energetically that you're closer to maybe angles of light, angels, whatever you express it as, ancestors. It'll tell you about the energy that's present in your spiritual aura versus your physical left side ringing. I got that in my ear, but it's not that. It's like moving energy. Moving energy most often in the spiritual saying feel like a phone set on silent. Moving energy within your body is likened unto your dormant DNA being activated. Spiritual, the spiritual meaning. And so oftentimes, depending upon the area, like a lot of Reiki healers, for example, will get this feeling prior to becoming a Reiki healer, but they'll get it like in their hands because they are, energetically, you know, their DNA is energetically rattling back so that they can walk into their purpose, their gifts, like, right? But the opposite of that is true too. Sometimes in the beginning, it's almost like the cells of the body are being renewed. So as sometimes in the beginning, it represents that there was stagnated energy there so a stagnated energy in the physical represents like sickness and disease, like, right? So the beginning could be like the inflammation part of it. But if it keeps going on and keeps, and it's clearing and you're able to control it, and it's evolving you to walk into your gift of healing. You getting that? So in the beginning of it is dis-ease. The frequency of it constantly moving is setting the cells in order. So it can be of work for you as your gift to be like a Reiki healer. You get that part? Good afternoon, beautiful lady. Hey. Makes sense, Bluebird says. Yeah, so that's why a lot of spiritualists, they start off just like a lot of the herbalists. They start off sick. Like, right? You got to start somewhere. And that be the reason how or why you were giving attention to your spiritual journey, because maybe you got sick. So some people, they need those things. Some people set that before they come forward as, hey, make me get nervous about this sickness. And then when I get nervous about that, then I'm going to become more spiritual. And then I'm going to get to know myself by eating foods. And then the cycle going to begin for your ascension part of your life. Because sickness and disease is necessary, like, right? Everything is necessary. Everything is purposeful in this journey. Yeah. See there, I've been having it in my right hand. Yeah, but my whole body, my whole body too. Oh, okay, I see. But more in the right hand, right? So if we're not talking about anything physically that you've been dealing with and you've, already been checked at the doctors and stuff, to clear dis-ease and disharmony, which really still is dis-ease and disharmony. Outside of that, the spiritual reason for that is because of the ascension process that's going on, with cells of our body. Keep in mind, consciousness ain't just you, me, becoming conscious. We have like the AI is becoming more conscious. Their technology is advancing. We have cells in our body, the cells of our body, the junk DNA, dormant DNA. It's becoming more conscious as you evolve. Everything, the trees, everything, the animals, everything is becoming more conscious because we are a collective consciousness. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah. Let's see. Can your gift be taken from you? If you believe in that sort of thing, I would say it depends upon the person as the answer. Somebody's trying to join the live. Okay, okay. What is causing me to want to sit in the sun? Oh, okay. First, this one. So, hey, lovely. I often hear ringing in my left ear. That's the ancestors. So, can somebody take away your gift? It depends upon who you are and how your subconscious mind, how you program your subconscious mind. So, for me, no. No. And look at me, y'all. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, I have programs in my subconscious mind that are law, and I'm governed by those law. And you have programs too. Maybe your programs aren't all the way, defined just yet. Let's say, for example, me 14 years ago. If I had a nervousness about, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna take away my gift. Maybe they'll do voodoo. Maybe they'll stop. Maybe something. Da da da. Then that would happen because life is happening through you. If I wholeheartedly in my mind believe there are witches out there that are powerful, more powerful than me, and they're gonna get me one day, and it's gonna be all over. That's gonna be my little sneaky link that's gonna have to come true, and I'm gonna have to manifest in my life. But if I set a law that says no, ain't no way, then that's going to be for me. You see, this so-called voodoo and spiritual work, there's always two energies. Keep that in mind. They're competing based upon the beliefs, the two choices that you have to believe, whether your gift is going to make room for you or somebody going to take it. Whichever one of these vibrates the highest is going to win. Because ultimately, nobody can create in your reality. These are your thoughts. You governed in your aura, your little bubble, your energy pool. And so them people can't mess with you. At least you let them. The biblical text tell you that. You can't take my life from me. I lay it down. If I laid it down, I can pick it back up again. So it really wholeheartedly happens through you. It is because of you. Now, we'll have people that say, somebody did voodoo on me. I got cursed. Right? Keep in mind, for every person that says that, energetically, pay attention to their life, pay attention to their thoughts, pay attention to how they speak. They're low frequency. They have to be low frequency to say that, to give up their power and outsource their power to believe that someone is more powerful than them. And so in tarot and in light and dark magic, it's always the powerful one, the one that's highly elevated, that's going to win and has power over the other one. This is why being in alignment is so important. But no, for me, no, they can't take nothing from me. And look at I'm speaking of my gift because it's so, powerful for me because of the simple fact that I didn't want it. I didn't want to do this. Remember, I tell you all the time, I was an introvert. I didn't want to speak. I don't want y'all looking at me. I don't know y'all like that. I'm really an introvert. Nobody believe me no more, but I'm an introvert, like, right? So I ran from this. And so in my belief system, in my mind, I'm not holding on to like, oh, this is my gift. And if I don't show up on TikTok, it's going to be taken away. I don't even think or operate like that. So it's like, huh? If it's going to be over, it's okay. Because I'm an introvert anyway. Okay. All right. Well, the universe must have something else for me. And so with anything, your gift, your house, your car, anything that you have, your man, your woman, anything you have and you holding on to it, them women that be holding on to their man. This is my penis. Nobody never better touch it. And she be looking all around. She can't even enjoy the party. She looking around. She on bodyguard duty, right? Circle back, and she lose it because she was holding on. That's resistance. You gotta want something or have something and be like, yeah, I'm gifted. I'm a seer. I'm a blood type connection catalyst. Yeah. Oh, the season is over. Oh, okay. You got to be able to want to be okay with rather putting it down. You see what I mean? Y'all laughing at me. You see what I mean? That's true for everything. Whether it's a man, a house, a gift, it's the resistance that they hate. All right, my beautiful friend. Hey, Joseph, I see you. So somebody asked me about the sun. Why am I being drawn to the sun? Because the sun is the Lord thy God is the sun. The biblical text tells us that. So you're being drawn to the sun to activate your dormant DNA, your first eye. Your first eye becomes decalcified by allowing the sun to penetrate on your forehead. Like, right? You don't necessarily have to look at the sun. Just allow it to like kiss your forehead. Because the sun in this here realm is like a shield, just like the biblical text tells you. On the other side of the sun is energies that's pulsating to quicken and awaken you. Like, right? Mhm. And so oftentimes we have portals that open up, and then there's more energy that come in. Like, right? This is why a lot of people wake up during eclipses. Like, right? The Lord thy God is the sun and shield. If you think about this world, even the biblical text and everything's telling you, Helios Biblios is a sun book. So it's an energy world. So when you think about this world, you think energy, frequency, and vibration. If you, a person in this body, is energy, frequency, and vibration, you're a condensed version of this sun that you see outside. And so when you go outside and you let it kiss your forehead, that's a blessing because it's allowing you to open up to your Akashic records, your other lifetimes, the other frequencies and vibrations that are within you already, and it's activating you. So yeah, it comes a moment where you're drawn to it. I moved to a deeper level of sun out here in the desert. Like, right? On my videos, I'd be looking at myself and I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be licking my lips all the time on the videos. I lick my lips all the time on my videos because I do look. I got right here on my board. I do have a chopstick everywhere. Put on lipstick. Let me show you. On the bottom of here, put on lipstick and everything. But baby, we in the desert. The sun out here, will be like, what? Give me some of that. See, I have it everywhere. I have it everywhere. In the car, in the purse, everywhere. But you go outside out here and it's like, because we have dry heat. Let me put some on now. Because look, before the video, I had lipstick on. It was dark red. That dry heat just, that's why I be licking to get moisture because the sun here I love. But I mentioned that because I could stay up in the sun all day. Just give me some water because I love how it activates me. Like, right? I really love the sun. The Lord thy God is the sun. What we got over here? Do we have something? Oh, hey CJ. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Did I miss some comments over here? It's very dry, King said. It's very dry. Did I miss something? Let me go back up here. Happy Tuesday. Light over darkness. Yes. I just noticed more energies come toward me, my family mostly. So nasty. What you mean? What is causing me to want to set in the sun? I read that one already. What do you mean? The energy, nasty energies coming toward you? So what are you gonna do about them? That's the energies you thinking about taking your gift from you? They can't. You know the best thing you could do about them nasty energies. I don't know how you see this, you know this, you feel this. I'm not sure about that part, but regardless, the best thing that you can do about nasty energies that you feel are coming your way is to stay in alignment. Because what I just told you about the two energies, they battling. If you stay in alignment, if I be lifted up, I have the power to draw all things that are here, all things that I want to me. Meaning, not only can you draw this to you, but you can reverse this. You could not even feel this. You could not even see this. This could be looking for you, and they're like, "What's she at? What's she at? Let me get him. Let me get him." But this gotta stay here on this frequency. So if you stay in alignment, you are at your best for these people here. You are at your best for yourself. But this is why they say don't stoop down to their level, because they're good at this here level. And if you done came all the way down here to go here, they got you because they masters at this level, this darker energy, this chaotic energy. They got this on lock because they've been here for umpteen years. Don't stoop energetically down to those people or that energy level. At your best, you stay in alignment. At your best, focus on the things that you want more of. And all the rest of that stuff will work itself out because you didn't turn the other cheek, like the biblical text say. Turn the other cheek. It don't mean go on their level and then turn the other cheek so they can beat your ace. Hell no. It means turn the other cheek. Stay up here. Alignment. Oh, somebody's out to get me? Oh, really? Oh, bless their heart. Oh, things are always working out for me up here. Love and happiness is up here. You got that? Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Hello, first time here. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I'm Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey, CJ. And we're just doing question and answer. Normally, I have a whole interbeing church, and I be talking about esoteric knowledge, blood type connection, spiritual consciousness, vivid dreams, sleep paralysis, all kind of different subjects. But I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all today. Yeah, one eternal. Any questions over there on YouTube? YouTube, why y'all being quiet over there? That's my church. There, that's my day ones. My keeper, you won't have no questions over there? Joseph, lovely, Miss Grateful King. Yeah. So it's really if you pay attention to the energy of things, I don't want to say we collectively have the answer. We collectively always have the answer. And even here's the thing about consciousness too. Even if you choose an answer that that I in this moment, let's say for example, you did stoop down to that person's level. You're like, oops, you still never get life wrong. You still don't get it wrong. Like, right? Because you have an inner being that's going to remind you of yourself. That's going to remind you of the path that's always in your ear, always talking to you, rooting for you, showing you signs, showing you ways out. And so you get on, let's say you go and stoop to that person's level, you're going to feel some kind of way for stooping to that level because your inner being is in alignment on this here level. And you're going to be down here and you're going to be like, no, this is not right. Look, I don't care what you do. I'm sorry, I came down this level. Okay, I don't care. And then you go back. Things are always working out for me. You see? You can't get life wrong. How do I maintain my energy? Some days are very high and some days are not. You got to remember this here about yourself, first of all. Be easy on yourself in this here level, in this expression. I'm going to get this here. This is available on my website. What are you radiating? It's a magnet that I have all over the house. And we are reminded when we look at the refrigerator, in the bathroom, whatever, it's a magnet. And it tells you adjectives, whether you are going down spiral to fear or you're going up spiral to love. So how you maintain your energy is that you become accountable for it. And it might take practice. It might take what some people call work. A lot of people don't be wanting to do no work though. They don't, yes, I can't stand conflict. Yes. A lot of people don't be wanting to do no work, right? You said work. Okay. Never mind then. But this takes work. It takes work to be conscious because you have to be conscious of your beingness, conscious of your thoughts. So if I'm a conscious lady, just started in my journey, this would be a value for me for the simple fact that I'm checking in with it. It's called, what are you radiating? I'm checking in with it. And so right now, I'm passionate. I'm optimistic. That means I'm on these here side. I just checked in. I'm on these here side. I'm in alignment. But on them days and I look at this and I see that I'm panicking, I'm tripping, I know that I'm on this here side. And what this ultimately does is hold you accountable. You can look at this arrow up and this arrow down as if, look, my hard to reach manifestations, I get them and I'm drawing them when I'm on this side. being in alignment, in love with my inner being and God source, all rooting for me on this side. But when I go on this side, I'm like that prodigal son that walked away from the bosom of God, like, right? And so now I'm going to experience this thing called fear and separation and depression and anxiety and all of these here type adjectives. So this is how I maintain my energy. Hey, Miss Benzo, it's being accountable for that same said energy, thought by thought by thought. Now, in the beginning, that's gonna be a lot for some people. That's gonna take work for some people. But your thoughts got you in the chaos, right? The thoughts manifested. You manifest over here in the red. You just manifest things that you don't want. And so you gotta really, here's the adjective of where you gotta be in order to absorb this and be true to this. You gotta get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being over here in the red and drawing the same men or women, drawing the same jobs or experiences, drawing the same health, drawing the same lack of finances, drawing anything negative that you draw into you. You got to get sick and tired of that, because you're drawing those things to you. And if you keep game in this here realm, you're drawing it to you over and over so much that only the characters change. You go from one job, a messy job, number one, and then you get another one. Oh, meet messy job number two. We just got different players for you because you're still over here. And so when you realize that the matrix is doing this, or life is doing this, because life is happening through you based upon these adjectives or these thoughts that you keep playing over and over, that ain't serving you and working for you, you get tired of that, oh, then you're going to come over here. Because even for me to this day, like, somebody could do something that will pee me off. Because I have these emotions sometimes, right? In the moment, they pee me off. But I know that, ooh, if I stay over here like longer than like 20 seconds, I'm about to create more of over here, because my thoughts create other thoughts, which create other thoughts. So I look at that thing and I'll be like, oh, Lord. But anyway, and I get back over here. What I'm saying in that moment, first, I'm taking a deep breath to deliver oxygen to my brain. Next, I'm saying to myself, baby, you ain't worth my manifestations. You ain't worth it. I mean, I'm going on a damn planet, boo. I ain't got time to be tripping out over you. My manifestations are up there. I don't want to be no president of the United States of America. I want on a planet. And so then I begin to think, you know what? I ain't gonna let your ass on my planet. I'll be playful with it. So get me over here. These are my thoughts. This is what helps me. Thank you, Kay, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. You got that part? Yes. Let me see. I'm gonna have to move this. Is it like strongholds? Yeah, pretty much. But these are simple adjectives that you feel. You feel these adjectives. You're welcome. My manifestations are that important. I will not let go of the ghost inside of me until you bless me. Until I get everything that I said that I would. I'm talking about in this lifetime. I ain't letting go to what I thought it up. In this lifetime, it's going to be. And then not only that, I got some thoughts for my next lifetimes, in my next avatar body, in my next world where I'm a owner of a planet. I done thought that up. Consciousness is conscious of your thoughts and your beingness. If you're not doing that, you playing yourself. You pumping your fist, talking about black power and talking about woke.com, and you sleep.com. You sleep.com. You see me? You hear me? All right now. Don't get lost in the sauce of what consciousness is and consciousness is not. So a lot of people that mentor with me and that I consult with, they be like, oh, I wasn't doing that. What you mean you wasn't doing that? God? What you mean? What you mean you wasn't conscious? You was just, I call it, listen, excuse the way I put this, but you gonna remember when I tell it to you. I call it the premature ejaculation. You just thoughting all over the place. Just don't know. You gotta catch them things. You must be young. You must be new to the consciousness if you prematurely ejaculating all over the place, just having all kind of crazy thoughts, giving life to all kind of crazy thoughts. That's how I remember it. I gotta say it like that. Y'all could use it if you need it. I see you laughing at me, Kate, but I'm so serious. You can't be nothing all over the place with them thoughts. Them thoughts are supposed to be sacred. Right? Them thoughts are supposed to be serving you, and you just thoughting all over the place. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be intentional. Today is going to be a lovely day. All right? All things are working out for me. I see God in them. I see God in this. This is going to be already thought this up. This is going to be a nice, intimate live. So fulfilling for me and my supporters, right? Do you write out on paper decorations and decrees and burn it? I used to, and that was part of my journey. I used to write a lot. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I still, I write my thoughts sometimes on a piece of paper when I'm alone, maybe. But when I say I used to write a lot, I mean when I used to like do spell work, like, right? Casting spells. And I don't mean necessarily hurtful and, hateful things, like, right? I mean spell work as it pertains to me and mine. Because like if anybody out there in that place or that journey of writing, you need to be writing something about you. Like, forget the people in your simulated environment. So I used to write out pure intentions for, health and prosperity and, and relationships, like, right? And what I did, the tool that I would use there is the present state of how I saw things to be already healed, already whole, already prosperous. And if I was writing, after I would write, I will fold whatever I wrote to me, right? I will fold it to me. And so if it was something that I wanted to bind together or keep or grow, I'd either maybe freeze it after I wrote it on paper, or I'll maybe bury it and tell mother to allow it to grow. Like, right? Burning or throwing out would be something maybe in my mind, how I thought it up. You can't get this wrong. That would be something that I wanted to go away. Like away from me spell or casting somebody away, where I didn't want them like tearing up a contract, no longer serve me in this reality. You're free. No more karma, we're free. You tear up a piece of paper, you wrote your intentions away from me now. I cast you away. Your part in the story is over. Da, da, da. You fold that paper away from you and then you burn it. It's all about your pure intentions. You never could get this thing wrong. Hey, TT. Yeah, you can't get it wrong. Did I miss a comment over here? Yeah, a prayer. What is that one? Oh, at a prayer retreat, we wrote and burned something. Yeah, that was burdening us. Yeah. And so that's the perfect time at retreats. Or if you just beginning, I say that's a perfect time because you got a conjured up energy where two or more be together, that energy from other people doing the same thing, intentional wise, it is a good energy. But if you're just starting up, you might want to start doing this here alone, and then don't tell nobody when you first start. This is not stuff that you go out telling it on the mountain, like your altars and stuff, and your intentions and your affirmation. You don't tell that, especially when you first start up. Now, when you more advanced, you can, because you probably don't care, because you know nobody's going to stop you. But in the beginning, you're feeling. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Okay, perfect, Leo. I got to it. In the beginning, you kind of wobbly. And I'm not casting this upon you. I'm just saying, in the beginning of my or everybody's journey, they kind of wobbly. Hence, Peter in the water sinking, because Peter was wobbly in the biblical text, right? Jesus, the Christ conscious one that had evolved, was symbolic of not being wobbly no more because you know. So in the beginning, you have energies. Remember, I shared with you everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. You have your thoughts, and then you have other thoughts of the Doubting Thomases in your simulated environment. And so in the beginning, the reason why you don't want to share your affirmations and tell people is because in your mind, you ain't at knowing state just yet. You just begin. You just started, right? If you ain't at the knowing state, that means you at the belief state and you all still kind of wobbling, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're growing, the making of God. But if you start being around people who even if they tell you, oh, that's good, I like what you're doing, and you pick up the signal because you hear their thoughts, just in case you didn't know it. You hear their thoughts, but you see their body language. And you felt that thought. Oh, he doesn't believe in me. Matter of fact, that thought really is your thought that you thought that person had because they're in your simulated environment. So your thought has come back to haunt you. And being that your thought then came back to haunt you, now you wobbling more. And now your stuff that you wrote down ain't gonna work. So don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody so your thought can't come back and try to haunt you. You just keep on conjuring up the energy and be still and know that I'm God. I'm a beginning God, but I'm still God. I never get this thing called life wrong. I'm still growing. This is my practice season. And then when you start seeing those things that you wrote down come forward, oh baby, you gotta own that thing. I know. And that's really what happened with me. One of this was it happened to me on the first time though, because my gift was just like waiting for me to show up. And I shared this once before on my YouTube a long time ago that I wrote away from me. I guess you could call it spell, cast, or whatever. I don't want to spook the church people out. You know, they be waiting on the devil stuff, like, right? But nonetheless, yeah, it was a spell, I guess. Away from me spell. And I wrote it for somebody that was messy. I talk about this all the time. Somebody was just messy, but that I had to work around. And I wrote it. And after you write it, you got to be like nonchalant about it. Just like, the penis we was talking about earlier. You can't be trying to own the penis and, guard the penis at the party because you're going to lose the penis anyway. Like, right? So I put it in the trunk of my car. I forgot all about it. I put it in one of them little bank bags, the little zip pouch bag that you put up in a night deposit box. And it was time to sell the car. And I was cleaning it out. And I was like, oh, I forgot that was up in here. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh my God. And I dropped the bag. I was like, oh my God, it worked. Because I thought back. After I did that, the next day, I never seen that person no more in life. And I was like, ooh, I ran in the house. I started writing down everything. Because I found my little power, right? I won't say little, my superpower, my big power, like, right? I found it. And I was excited. Yeah. I'm attracting these low vibrational beings while I'm trying to ascend. Stop paying attention to them. Change that sentence. I'm attracting all kind of conscious people. Look, I attracted God is just big. And she's answering questions today. I must be doing something right. And you focus on that. Akiva, what are some ways as a blood type B to maintain focus? There are times I got to download about something, I'll act on it, and then my mind will have other thoughts or ideas. And it becomes overwhelming. Well, that is a blood type B's journey. That's the element, the thought, the force that they represent, air. And so being that they represent air, they always going to have the chaotic thoughts. In this live right now, I'm conscious of my thoughts. In this live, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but we got rocks, right? The man of all, we got rocks out there. We only got a couple of bushes, like, right? The man trimming the bushes. Now he got the blower on. Can y'all hear the blower? There's a blower going. I got 3. Anybody can hear the blower? No, y'all can't hear that? I got 3 lives going. I'm answering different questions. Oh, you can hear CJ? CJ said he could hear. I got YouTube over here. I got all of these things going on at one time. But I've trained and practiced myself because I got a million thoughts. Don't think I don't. But I've trained so much and practiced my way of staying in alignment with my inner being. You got to find that. To maintain focus, and how I maintain focus, y'all see me doing it every day. For some reason, I focus better when I'm looking to the right side and up. It's almost like I'm penetrating or stimulating my intuitive side of my brain. That works for me. But you got to find that thing. It's a thing that's in you. Whether it be for you looking behind your 2 eyeballs as if you're looking at your first eye to get your information. You have to have a source within you that you stay focused on. You can't be out here looking at this and this and this and this. Now, see, when I'm not focused this here way inside of me on what I'm saying intentionally, when I'm just loosey-goosey when the family and everybody home and I'm just wilding out with thoughts, I catch myself sometimes like, oh, girl, you got to go in because I'll be walking around. Oh, let me pick this up. Oh, I got to send that order. Oh, look at that right there. I got to go clean. What? Did I wash the clothes? Wait. Oh, my God. Babe, could you get some gas? I need gas. I don't like going to the gas station. Oh, look, why is this cup right here? Now, why he didn't put this here back up in the refrigerator? Wait, we don't have the. And it just go on and on and on because we are air and we think. And one thought leads to another thought and another thought. I did it yesterday and I stopped myself because all I was trying to do was wash clothes. And from getting clothes to bring to the washroom, I had all of these thoughts. And I was like, whoa, get out of there. We washing clothes, boo. We ain't here to be all things to all people, boo. Get back. You got to be conscious of when you're doing that. Because you as a blood type B, especially, you'll be labeled OCD kind of like. You'll be just like tripping kind of like with the thoughts. Them thoughts will run your whole life. Like, right? Run you crazy in your own life, in your own head. And it is just your thoughts. It ain't nothing else but you doing that to you. So you see them and you understand that every thought, because like when I was doing that yesterday, which I don't do that every day, but I just was in this place where I was just doing all kind of stuff. When I did that yesterday, I had to stop and say, wait, hold up. All of these thoughts are not what I want to think. I want to be focused again. I don't like thinking like that. That's too much. I ain't do this in a long time. So you got to be conscious of when you're doing that and get yourself up out of there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And my family calls me OCD. Yeah. Anybody can be coded, regardless of your blood type, but I'm just saying it's magnified on a whole nother level when you're blood type B and air is your element. So you got to understand the thought world that you got thoughts from yourself that you want to think. You got the collective consciousness because there's no thought that you could possibly think that's new. And then you got the thoughts of others in your simulated environment. And you are the elemental force of air. So this is why air people, blood type B people are so spiritual, because they can see all of this. They can feel all of these realms. And sometimes they don't know which one of them thoughts belong to them. But staying focused on the I am, your inner being, allows all of that to flow through you. When you come out, you get chaos. So when you come out, Bakiba, that means that's your indicator to get your butt back up in there, inside of here, and focus on you, your inner being. I have to see my blood type meaning. Yeah, it's available in my Woken's F Blood Type Connection course. It's called The Power of Your Blood. You got that? This is so true because I'm a blood type B. Yeah, it is a lot of information available on that course I know is true for you as well too. Because B's is almost like pulling back the layers of onions to get to the core as it pertains to our thoughts. And this is why we and AB. I'm not taking from the other blood types, but we blood type B and blood type AB are more spiritual in this realm. Hence, there are less of our blood types than O's and A's who are more physically inclined to do. B's, their elemental force is about being, like, right? Let's see, did I miss something? I'm so grateful for you and the wisdom you share. Oh, thank you, babe. I got it. Yeah. How do you connect with your inner being? How do I connect? Well, my connection started when I was a little girl. And it started, I'll tell you, in that frame of thought, and then we'll evolve with it so you'll better understand as a child. As a child, I had what we call in the physical reality imaginary friend. And my imaginary friend would just play with me, like, right? We just play and we just having tea time, kind of like. And as I would go outside to play, what was my imaginary friend, it would tell me things about my friends, like, right? Tell me things about their parents, tell me when to go inside. That was just so free and open. You got to come as a child, free and open and willing, like, right? And this relationship grew. I would listen to it when they would tell me, don't go on that street, go home, call your mom, turn around, just little simple things, like, right? And I'll talk back. I'll be like, okay, well, let's go here then. What do you think about here? All this was going on in my mind. I told my mama about it, and my mom was in religion and said, that's the devil. You're talking to the demon. Stop it. So I stopped talking to my imaginary friend for some years, right? Now, later on in life, years later, I would begin to just talk to my imaginary friend, but at that point, I ain't tell nobody, like, right? My imaginary friend would talk to me, and I'd be in food courts, and I'd be at Barnes and Noble, and I'd just be talking to myself. I've always been an introverted person. And so you are now asking me about the relationship, how to connect with your inner being. I always been connected to it because it really was my imaginary friend. Always has been. And so if you think about like the Abraham Hicks, if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks of the world, she is Esther, and she's, opening up to the idea of Abraham, who comes and shares with her about energy. And there's another by car, some white man with the bald head. They have a lot of people out there to do that. They'll say, this energy comes into me. Even the pastors, they say the Holy Spirit told me to tell you, da da da. Well, I don't need to put on a show per se for my inner being. I just allow that free flowing energy and that same voice that I always talk to tell me things, and I listen. And because I say thank you, and the connection comes in because I say thank you in the being, because I keep listening, and it gets greater and greater and clearer the voice of the energy that I work with. I reverence it. I ask it questions and things. It's almost like a relationship. You build up a relationship with your partner because you went out on a date with them. You had sexual relations with them. You know, you kissed them or whatever. You gave them gifts, like, right? And so in church, they say when praises go up, blessings come down. So energetically, the relationship that I have with my inner being, I praise it. Y'all see me, I'll be like, thank you, inner being. Inner being, show me. And when I pray and stuff, I'll be like, God, source, inner being. I reverence my inner being. I'm reverencing my imaginary friend, my inner self, the God, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, or what church people call, but it lives in me. And so that's how I connect with it. I connect with it with my thoughts. I connect with it with invitation always, with honoring it, with reverencing that it is with me. Like I was just before this live, I just was walking after I made that corny joke. Y'all, they said my joke was corny, but I was just walking and I was like, inner being, I know you're here. Because in this moment, I was in the house by myself and I was joking and stuff and clowning, and I had so much laughter overflowing in me. And I was like, inner being, I know you're here. Do those small things with yourself. Never be afraid of being alone with yourself. That's where you meet God at. You got that? Mm-hmm. TT says, I'm going to see Abraham Hicks in Atlanta. What does your inner being sound like? I'm trying to learn to connect. Mine might not sound the same like yours, so everybody is different. Mine is not necessarily a voice, it's a knowing. It's a knowing. It's like a knowing. It's like a telepathic communication type knowing. It's like, oh, thank you, inner being. It's like, you ever saw maybe an accident, you were driving and you saw somebody that was about to get in an accident. You ever was in the kitchen maybe and a cup was about to fall. You ever was thinking about somebody and the phone was ringing and then it was them. All of that about to stuff sent a signal. It sent a signal. It sent a knowing signal, a knowing thought signal to you, to your head. Like, right? And that knowing signal that you got in your head is the voice of your inner being. It might only say, watch this. There's an accident. Bring the umbrella. Turn around. But you'll say, something told me not to da. You'll say, I knew that was going to happen. You knew because your inner being told you. So in that moment, that's why this is like your gut feeling, so to speak. In that moment, it is so important for you to say thank you and you to honor that voice. That's your internal voice, like, right? For me, though, in the beginning, it's saying the cup's going to fall. And you get the telepathic communication signal, and then the cup falls. You're like, I knew that was going to happen. I don't know. It's something about it. I just knew. In the beginning, it's just the cup's going to fall. So as I grew from turn around, go home. No, don't do that. I grew from a little girl with just that till now. What being told me yesterday? I'm going to share this with y'all. Yesterday, I had a package that I had packed. Some digestive enzymes. And I'm supposed to seal them. I have these bags, these black bags, and you seal them by putting heat on the top to seal the bag. I had packaged the bag, put it in the, all pretty in a box, put the tape on the box, and then I was sitting down. And my inner being, now I had buku bag. I'm trying not to say I'm from New Orleans. I got to stop saying buku. I had a lot of packages over there. I'm sitting down and my inner being says, open up the package for da. You did not seal the digestive enzymes. And I'm like, what? So I grew from, don't do that, telepathically, to open up the package from da. You'll see that you did not seal the digestive enzymes. I was like, ain't no way. My inner being giving me a prolific dissertation. Like, right? And sure enough, I trust my inner being. I trust my inner being with my life. I opened up the package and I was like, I should have recorded this. This is like unbelievable. Man, how we've grown, inner being, in that moment. That's what I literally said in the kitchen. Looking to the right side of the wall of the kitchen. I'm like, how we've grown, inner being. Look at you. Telling me what I forgot. You're going to be my assistant in everything. You see? But that's what, with time, thinking it and, reverencing it, it does. It builds up a relationship where it's giving you the keys to everything to keep you on point. Like, right? Yeah. Yes, it's a knowing. All right? I think I understand. Yeah. I'm so happy that you're going to see Abraham Hicks. And as you sit in the audience with her, she likes to choose based upon energy. So make sure you're not carrying resistance and allow it to flow. Like, right? I learned that part of resistance from when I used to work at Harris Casino. I used to people watch all the time. Do you hear other people's inner beings when you do tarot? Yeah. Yeah, really loud. I used to people watch when I was at Harris Casino. I worked near the high rollers. I was a cutie, and if I would say, I think I'm still a cutie. But I was a little younger then, like, right? And I was working around the high rollers. And so on some nights, the slower nights, I'd be at the window, I was a cage cashier, and I'd be at the window and I'd just be looking across from the high roller cage cashier area to the $100, machines, like, right? And I will always be reading the people's energy at the casino because I will still have my inner being. I was still spiritual conscious. I just, smiled and just looked at them, right? I learned about this here resistance thing because the people will come to me to get the money first before they go to the machine. So they would come, they would get like lots of hundreds. I'll just say that. They would be the lost houses. I'll just say that, like, right? And as I give them their money, I'm reading their energy, counting their money. Harris, we supposed to clap your hand because they had cameras above and all around, right? To make sure I'm not giving them extra stuff, nothing in my arm. Let the good times roll, we tell them. They'll first go right there with their hundreds to the machines. And I will watch them. And if they turned around, I would turn and act like I wasn't watching them, but I'd be still watching them. Because I'd already read their energy when they came to my window, when I was giving them their money. And I knew the ones already who had resistance. Let the good times roll, I say, no matter what, with the smile on my face, and I let them go and let them be. Sure enough, the ones that had resistance, they had this old white lady. Oh my God. I remember it like it was yesterday. She came over and she had resistance when she came to get that she had like $26,000 that she came to get. She had resistance, and I talked to her and I was like, "You're gonna have a great time." I'm trying to amp her up. I'm trying to help her with her resistance to get up out of here. You're gonna have a great time. I just know it. All things are working out for you, because she was a frequent comer member. I'll say that. That lady took that $26,000 and lost it right there in front of me, and I watched her because we were slow that night. I watched her. She got so resistant till she was putting the $100 in back to back, and she knew she was losing so much. She got so much resistance till she began to close her eyes as she put the $100 bill in, and she would turn around and she's squinting her eyes and she would peek and she saw me looking at her, and I hurry up and did like this here. She lost it all. She came back to me again and she said, "I don't know what it is. I'm not doing well today." I was like, "Well, we can't, against policy for the worker to tell the people to go home. But I wanted to say, lady, please go home. You want to pay my mortgage? Y'all let you pay my mortgage, pay my house off. Just go home. If you want to do something with your money, give it to me. But don't just put it up in here. You're losing, lady." But I didn't tell her nothing. She's like, "Well, just give me 14 this time." All right. I was like, "Okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead and get it back. You got to get it back. Like, what do you say to somebody that lost 26 already, now they want 14? Like, you got to get back. Go ahead and get it back." And your job says, don't tell them to go home. So she goes back and she spends a good bit of it at those machines again, because now she's wanting to win her money back, right? She put in a couple of more hundred, couple of more thousands actually, in that machine that she had bid on. Meanwhile, a group of black men new to New Orleans come in, and they come to my window. They were dressed, they had on white linen. They had on their hats with a little feather on the side, and they smelled so good. They had the jewelry on, and they was just in town for a little convention. And they talking to me. They just excited. They're just happy to be in Harris Casino, happy to be in New Orleans. They smelling good. They asked me what are good places to go eat at, and what I'm doing working there, trying to flirt with me, leave me a good tip. And they just want it. like $500 each. Like, I'm just here to have fun. And I'm counting their little 500, everybody getting $500. You know, they just want it. Hey, break one of them up. I'm gonna break one of them up into some 20s. I'm gonna do some of the little 20s, which, you know, go to tables and stuff like that. They were saying, like, right. So I'm giving them the money. Let the good times roll. That black man, the one that was talking to me the most, he went to that lady machine. The white lady that was spent, she damn near spent what, $40,000 over there. He went to her machine. Jackpot. The sirens go off. The payout is on its way. Like, right? The white lady is over here. And she turns around in dismay. And she looks at him. And she looks at me. And I put my head down. And I act like I'm counting my draw. I learned so much. I learned so much. Of course, you're still beautiful. Thank you, babe. New Orleans. I knew I heard an accent, but I was thinking the islands. No, I learned so much about energy that night at the casino. That lady, that white lady, has so much resistance. But them black men that had the white linen clothes on that smelled good, looking like your proud uncle, like, right? Proud to be sugar daddy. I was young back then, but boy, he could have been my sugar daddy. Woo! But he was just happy. He just wanted to have a good time. He was just excited to be there. So when you be amongst Abraham Hicks, you just need to be having a good old time. Don't worry about being chosen for the hot seat or whatever she calls it nowadays. Create the least amount of resistance as possible. Operate and flow. And she gonna call you. And things gonna be working out for you. She gonna overlook every one of them in that room that feels energetically connected to her, like that white lady was connected to the outcome of getting her money back. She gonna ignore them people. You hear me? Yeah. And so for anybody that heard that story, that's a story on how you went at the casino too, right? When you say read energy, is it a feeling or a knowing? It's always a knowing. It's always a knowing. You just know. Good story. I release resistance. Hello there. Hey, Maxwell. It's always a knowing. You just you trust that knowing. You trust it. Because even like when I do tarot readings for people, because I'm this person, to be honest with you. I went to a shaman out here in Arizona. I'm like, I ain't telling her nothing. If she real, she gonna know. And I'm not gonna say, yep, you own it or nothing. I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just gonna listen. Like the real ones like me, that's what we do. We won't recognize real. We want to really recognize that you're real too. So I don't know. I don't know where you got that from. Who? Who, me? God, it's just me. No, nobody never told me that before. You know, they'll say something that's so you, but you just like, So this is why even when I do tarot readings, I don't even asking people questions. If they want to talk, they can talk. But I have a knowing because I'm listening to my voice. I'm focused on what's true for me. And then if they like to, at the end of the tarot reading, they'll talk and they'll be like, so mostly all of them just be like, just listening. They be like a version of me that I ain't telling her nothing. I got to see if this stuff legit. Like, right? And at the end of the tarot, they'll be like, oh my gosh, you were on it when you said da 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 da. How did you know? I wasn't even going to tell you. I wasn't going to mention that. And I see where that come from. And da 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 da. You got to be confident. This is why you got to build up this energy. You got to do this by yourself first. But even the tarot readers, I told them, read on yourself first. Be confident within yourself first. I did a video even on TikTok. I said, go to the mall first. Learn discernment by watching people in the food court first. Maybe watch TV or television on the Spanish channel first and figure out what the heck is going on first. This all edifies you. These were the type of things as an introvert that I naturally did because I was just bored. I wasn't trying to fine tune no gift or being no seer, but my gift was making room for me to learn these things because nothing just happens. Like, right? And so by the time that I decided, I'm going to do some tarot, it's like, these are the things I know. Oh, I know what this hit card means. Not because I looked in a book. Yeah, you skim through the book when you get the book. But no. I know this card. It's telling me that I'm in alignment. Hmm. I'm in alignment with my person. I know this card is showing me that there's love that surrounds me everywhere. My TikTok love, my YouTube love, my neighbors love, my partners love, my children love. Love is surrounding me. I just know. And you got to stand on that knowing. You got to trust it. You got to trust it so much to guess what? That even if the person that you're reading for, they don't know it and they don't see it, that they come back later and say, oh my God, you were right. It happened. You got to know so much that you have so much faith that you hold it in so much alignment that you make them know. That's what the Christ conscious one was doing. Your faith has made you whole. Why? Because I held the alignment. The woman with the issue of blood, she was made whole. Why? Because the Christ conscious one knew that he or she or it was the healer, that it could stay in alignment and draw everything up to its level. That's what it's about. That's where everything is. All your power is there. You got that? Great story. Spirit sounds like yourself, right? Heck yeah. Oh, I don't call it Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I don't call it Jesus. I don't normally call on Jesus. If I say Jesus with my corny self, if I say Jesus, if I say Lord Jesus, my follow-up would be like, and I don't normally call on him. But yeah, I consulted with somebody the other day and I was telling them, this is you. This is your 99.9% of you that I always talk about. Your 99, non-physical, your spiritual self. That stays in alignment. And you are the 0.01 in the physical that listens to yourself. Right? And this is why I tell people, I told that person, I said, so you call this person your name 2.0, like, right? You're right. So if my name was 100 of cups, then my spiritual person will be 100 of cups 2.0. Right? So what I call mine, if I was to call my inner being a name, my inner being is Brigitte. And then if I was separating the two, I would be like, oh, the old me is Bridget. The evolved me is Brigitte. You see? The old me is Kim. The evolved me is Kimberly. Like, right? It's you. Because when you don't do that, well, I don't know why you would do that. But when you don't do that, you separate it and it's another entity, it's another person, and you feel like it's not the power that you stem from. Just like the people in religion, they did with Jesus. If he don't do nothing else for me, he done done none. No. My inner being ain't got the thought of not doing nothing for us because we are one and the same. I'm the 0.01 and she is the 99.999. She ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna do nothing else for me no more. What? We won. And it makes you a part of it. Don't outsource all of your energy to other entities and feel powerless. Feel like the Lil G kind of God. Feel like the soldier in the army of the Lord. That I hope that's played out in your reality because it gets played really fast because you deem yourself so powerless when you're powerful. Okay, you got that? Anything else? Thank you for being here. Understand? Any other questions? That's good. That's some good stuff. Yeah. That's why that's the biggest stumbling block in religion. You're so welcome. In religion. I can't do nothing. Nothing without Jesus. Like, right? And I get it. I get it. I get it. But my inner being and I are inseparable. It's like when I think about this relationship that I used to have with Jesus, so to speak, in the back of my mind, it felt a little foreign to me. When I was a little girl, and I'm just being transparent, I ain't knocking your Jesus if you believe in Jesus, but when I was a little girl in church, I remember, we had these new windows, the little stained windows in the Baptist church, with Mary and the baby and Jesus, like, right? And in my little black girl's mind, sitting on the pew, having to go to church all the time. And I would invite my white friends at school to my church where no white people ever came. Like, right, we were in the Black Baptist church at that time. And I'm looking at these same windows and I'm feeling a little confused. Like, well, why is it that all these black people in here? And every time I invite my white friends, they don't even come. My white friends' life seems so much more exciting, and they have more money than us. They always going on trips and stuff, and they don't even come to church. And then when I prayed, oftentimes I wondered in my mind, because racism and you watch TV and all these things, children may be thinking, but they never really express this. And I would wonder, like, I wonder if Jesus is answering the white people's prayer faster than they answering my little black prayer. I'm just being honest, y'all. Could I be honest? And in my journey with my relationship with Jesus, it never, 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 even though I love God, y'all, it never felt so wholesome like the relationship that I have with my inner being. Because now I have a face, which is my face. Like, right? Now my inner being don't show me a face, like, right? My inner being is a spirit, right? My spirit. But if I was to sit here to imagine it as a physical, it'll be a Brigitte 2.0, more jazzier, you know? But she'd look just like me. She'll feel just like me. She'll feel like home. She'll feel inviting. She'll flow with ease. You see? But in imagining all that about Jesus outside of me, first he is a man. I'm not even a man. First he, when you see him in church, of an image, even though we know that's not an image of it, but in church image, it looks like a white man. Bible telling me about the cord, the hair, like wool, but this one here is like sheep. Like what? So it's confusing. So scratch all that crap out of there. I don't care if you white, I don't care if you black. How about your inner being be you? The non-physical part of you. I tell you, it's gonna feel more refreshing. Because you could think about the days or nights when you cried alone. You were there. And you know you were there. I mean, you in the physical and your spirit, your inner being. You know it. During the worst moments of your life, you know something was in that room with you, and that something is your inner being. You could say Jesus was there, but boy, it's so juicy and refreshing when you know that it was you. Your non-physical part of you that stayed in alignment, that decided in this journey that it would never leave you, that it would never come down and stoop to your level, that its position is to stay in alignment so that you could evolve to it. I think that's an amazing story, if you ask me. But take your Jesus and I won't judge you. He says Sky Daddy, that gets me all the time. Yeah, they be loving his Sky Daddy. I ain't trying to take your Sky Daddy from you. Thank you for your transparency. Yeah. So was sin a whole man's what? A man's idea? Oh, yeah. Like religion, excuse me. Man's whole idea to get people at their lower self believing that they're sinners is the whole idea of what religion is all based upon, so that you can obey, you can feel lesser than, when we are powerful beings. And if we are in tune to our powerful self, our inner self, we will know that, not believe that, know that, right? We'll know. Yeah. I missed some comments over there. Observe the nervous energy. If you can observe it, it is not you. Oh, y'all answering each other. Oh, okay. It's hard to unlearn and relearn, but since gaining the knowledge you have shared, I feel much freer. Yeah. And so there you go. Therefore, an indicator that you're on the right path because how you feel matters. Excuse me. Let me grab my water. And so if you're starting to feel freer and stuff, then you felt it a long time, things like that, that lets you know that you're on the right path. Because right here, what are you radiating? Free, be feeling free is over here in alignment. Feeling free over here is in alignment with your inner being. Free over here. Bondage over here. So if you're feeling anything over here, that means you're in alignment, baby. This is why how you feel matter. But they don't tell you that in church. They'll tell you that in church. No, because they want you to feel in the red in church. Oh, you gotta feel like you the little G kind of God. You gotta feel like you in the red. You gotta be a soldier at war in the army. So, and that's another thing. I got tired of being that. I ain't no dang on soldier. I was gonna go to the Air Force. And then I said, no, I don't want to do that with my life. I changed my mind. So you think I want to be in the wall in church? And I turned down the free pass to get all my education paid for. I don't want to be a little G kind of girl. I'm sorry, no. I read too much and I love the source of God too much. I understood too much. How you gonna tell me I'm little G and at the same time tell me greater work shall I do? How you gonna tell me I'm just a soldier when I'm supposed to be part of the tribe that's laying hands on people and nothing shall by any means harm me? Like, right? Make it make sense. Tell me which one you want me to be. Don't tell me no, but you got to do this. No. Isn't it written in your God's who they talking to right there, Pastor? I need to know. And so since nobody in the church wanted to tell me that they was talking to me, I own that thing. Like, oh, well, they talking to me. So now I know. Now I know myself. And I went on a journey to figure out myself outside of religion, because I wanted to know. All right. Y'all got that? Let's see. Let me go back up here. Did I miss some good stuff up here? I'm trying to create a positive circle. If I'm the only person in it, it's okay. I see. The contradiction and separation in religion left me beat up. I always knew I would have to let go. Yeah. I have nervous energy. How do I calm it? Okay, so nervous energy. Yeah, thank you for your transparency. Okay, yeah. Sin was the white man's idea. Yeah. And I wouldn't necessarily say white, just the low frequency at that time, whether he or she was white or black. How do you stay calm? Well, in the physical, Wild Yam Butter helps you with calming, deep breaths. When we talk about calming, we're talking about delivering oxygen to the brain. Deep breath will do that because it helps you with your flow. Um, Wild Yam Butter, which is available on my website, linked in the bio, it helps you with insomnia, PTSD, calming your nerves, ability to focus and use your human imagination, all that good stuff in the physical. But also calming was like the answer that I gave to Vakipa. Calming yourself is knowing, like right now, I'm literally, if I could put it, I'm trying to put it in the best layman's terms words as I can use for this because it's different, being that some of you might not fully be at this state of being. But if I could put it in layman's terms, I'm having a conversation with myself. Okay, let's pretend nobody's in this room and you had an idea. You're like, oh, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to go and buy some curtains and they're going to be yellow and blue. And I think they're going to be really nice. And I might decorate right above the kitchen window with these curtains. Like you're really talking to yourself in that moment, right? But imagine, if you will, two people, two versions of yourself doing that. And so when I finish uttering my words and I stop at the end of the sentence, notice when I stop at the end of the sentence, I get the next sentence from the other version of myself telepathically. And this is what I mean when I say that I'm talking to my inner being. Because I now know what the next sentence is going to be. True thought. I'm picking up the thought telepathically right now to give to you. And because I'm talking with my inner being knows all things and remember all things because this is Akashic record information, right? And so for the question of call me, my inner being remembers that question. My inner being remembers all of the questions on all of these lives, like, right? This at the same time is calming to me because I don't have to be like, what? I don't have to be outside of me. Wait, did I miss out what's going on? Or because I'm tapped into my inner being, which knows all of the questions that have ever been questioned and all the answers that have ever be answered in this life, last life, for eons and eons, right? So this right here is calming to me. Why is it calming to me? Because my inner being is in alignment. For me to be able to hear my inner being talk to you or talk through me to you, I got to be in alignment too. So when I'm in alignment, I'm calm. I'm in flow. So for the answer to the question of the calming, take deep breaths in. Bring some oxygen to that brain. This is spiritual. And jump in alignment with your inner being. And you'll feel calm. You'll be in flow. It's as simple as that. But sometimes the simple things in this realm are hard to really grasp through our mind when we're just becoming re-aware of them again. I'll say it like that. Yeah. Wild Yam Butter is God sent. Truly amazing product. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all got y'all Wild Yam Butter. Miss T, namaste. Grand Wild Rising. Yeah, you brought the Wild Yam Butter too? Good. How many more y'all got that Wild Yam Butter? Y'all got y'all some Wild Yam Butter? Y'all put in y'all reviews? Y'all honest reviews? Anybody else got the Wild Yam Butter? Anybody else? I see some other people on the reviews. I have mine. I need to get me some. Yeah, 100 cups. You don't have yours? No, is that 10? I'm sorry, 10 of cups. I thought that was somebody else. I said 100. I got it yesterday. Perfect, Lisa. Perfect. You have yours. Good. Because that's a calming thing in the physical for all blood types. And it's calming when you're just sitting alone, being with yourself. Meditation. This talking to your inner being is akin to being in meditation, y'all. Just in case you didn't pick that one up. Some people start off just in meditation, just taking deep breaths. It just feels so good to take a deep breath. They're saying, hey, I'm priming it up. I'm bringing oxygen to my brain. I'm allowing for flow. And see, this is how meditation graduates into elevated states of consciousness. And then you reach a level where you like a Abraham Hicks, or maybe you're like a me, or anybody else that kind of like shares with you that they're talking to their inner being. Because you done sat with yourself, you done delivered all this oxygen to the brain, and then you done tapped into something. Wait, hold up. There's a record room in here. Hold up. That's my inner being up in there, girl. Tell me all of the records up in that room. And then you have this knowing. Okay. I want that. And the digestive enzymes. Oh, okay. Rework says, as soon as I can financially, I will. I see you. I see you financially being able to now. Yeah, good for you. Uh-huh. I have mine. Good. I'm happy that you all have your wild yam butter. Any more questions up in here? If not, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up and get up out of here. I got a couple of tarot readings today. Tarot readings. I do tarot readings and I send the client a private video. It's like an hour-long reading, past, present, and future reading that I send the client via a private YouTube video. So I got a couple of those coming up. That's why I put my little black cloth on here. And that's about it. That's all we got going on today. Those of you who placed orders earlier today and yesterday, the order is about to ship out. I try to ship within 24 hours. So yours, if you still, I miss you. You're welcome. If you share, thank you for sharing a live. For those of you who still haven't received yours, it'll be sent out. I try to send it out as fast as possible. Me too, for me and my hubby. Uh-huh. For me. Oh, y'all want to pull? Y'all want to pull? Let's see. I'll do a general pull. I'll do a general pull for the people because you know this is the only one person here. Y'all know that, right? There's only one person in this room. Like ain't no such thing as coincidence. There's only one person in this room. Energetically. You know how I share with you all everything up here you go right here. This is the person and here thinking of being. And see that was a knowing. That was a knowing based upon how it felt, based upon me hearing from my inner being that there is only one person in here. One person. One person. One element. One elemental force. And you know, it's funny how like the energy of the people in my life when I begin to just communicate with them, they often be those that are at this same mastery level. It's like this mastery level of the pinnacles of change. Like you all have such inquisitive minds. Collectively, you, every platform that I'm live on, you have such inquisitive minds that are allowed to soak in information, kind of like a sponge. You are the people in this physical reality that have done so much in the behavior world. We have a Pentacles card here in the behavior world as it pertains to change. And oftentimes that could be changed in your lifestyle, whether we're talking about your diet, your behavior, your attitude. So there's growth there. There's advancement there. This surpass being the victim in life. It is about doing the things that's going to set you free ultimately. Like what in the biblical text, they say, what must I do to be saved? Like, right? And in your doing, I want to say to you, job well done. And I'm not saying doing physically hard work, labor doing. I'm mostly talking about your doing as it pertains to the thoughts that you've been having, the wanting of more, the being tired of what is, the not accepting just being just the soldier, kind of like in the army of the Lord that we were talking about. Because this is the energy collectively that you, we, me are embodying in our life right now. It's an energy that allows us all at one point in our life be so close and just ready for harvest, so close and so ready for our overflow. And that's the energy that we collectively have. And along with that energy collectively being so close to overflow, it's the energy of completion. Job well done. I'm hearing my inner being saying job well done to every last one of you. And there's a sense of admiration here from your inner being. Like the ones that are here underneath the sound of my voice, just here on this live or catching the replay on my YouTube channel, there's an admiration. I want you to know, your inner being wants you to know that it admires you. Oftentimes we be busy bees on our journey, trying to change something, trying to learn something, trying to get away from something, or trying something different. But your inner being wants you to know that it is proud of you. Oh, that feels so beautiful to me because it's such a loving, warm, nurturing, proud. It's such a guardian angel type proud of you. Your inner being wants you to know that you are right now, no matter what it looks like, you are in the perfect position for the perfect thing. Your inner being wants you to be easy with yourself because you can't get it wrong. Tell them. It's like I hear your inner being say, tell them that they can't get it wrong, and believe that. As it echoes in my mind, I hear this from one inner being to the other inner being. It's almost like, hey, she's speaking to our inner being too. What do we say to them all at one time? Like they can't get it wrong. That we're proud of them. And from the bottom of my heart, it is a feeling of love. You have been alone in a room with God. Your physical body cannot handle being alone in a room with God. But right now, with all of your inner beings who are in perfect alignment, as they gather with the alignment that I share with my inner being, it feels to me like I'm alone in a room with God. And there's so much of joy and so much of love and happiness here. That it overfills my cup. It makes me feel an emotion that will almost cause tears to come to my eyes because it's so beautiful. You've been in love so much and felt so much of beauty and joy and happiness at one time that you just didn't know what else to do but to cry. And the cry is an extension of a beautiful love that I feel from your inner being to you. I cry because it's so beautiful. And I want you to know that it's okay for you to see that beauty. Your inner being wants you to see that beauty too. And all you're doing in the behavior world, could you take a moment? Your inner being wants you to know. Could you take a moment and say to your inner being, I know you're there. Thank you for staying in alignment. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This one, they say, thank you for loving me for eons and lifetime after lifetime. For the moments in time, space where you thought you were alone, you were never alone. I'll never leave you alone. The moments when you ask yourself why and you felt like you couldn't hear and you said, where is God? Rest assured, your inner being was always there. But it could never come down to your level. It wants you to know. So in this moment, it wants you to know it's okay for you, even though you might not be in alignment. Thank you. Even though you might not be in alignment, your inner being wants you to begin saying, I know you're there. You don't have to give it a name. But in this here's simple task that it's saying for you to do based upon this behavior we're doing. Thank you, inner being. It wants you to begin to say, I know you're there. When you can't find your way, that's the perfect thing to say. That's the perfect thing to say. I know you're there. When you feel inside, that's the perfect thing to say. I know you're there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all good. Y'all some powerful people out there. Y'all so loved. Y'all so important to mankind. You all are spiritual workers. You all have a purpose to beneficial for mankind that you must circle back on this mastery state of doing. First, the doing is going to be within you, but ultimately the doing is for to edify you, sit you in your seat. It's God in your simulated environment and turn you around for the gift that you have to bring forth to mankind. And your gift right now is making room for you because harvest is nigh for you. Mastery is nigh for you in every area of your mouth of your life. Mhm. Yeah. And for me to say to you, thank you, Annabine. For me to say to you, if I could say to anything to you, I would say this here, based upon my knowing from setting and doing this card read and feeling the energies of your inner being. Real, recognize real. That is me saying this here to you now. Real, recognize real. I recognize you. I recognize your energetic force. And I now know why you're here on my live. And it's such a beautiful thing to have you here. Man, I can't wait to see how your gift unfolds in your simulated environment. Could you tag me? Could you let me in? Because you all are spiritual, very spiritual, powerful beings. I didn't know I was in the company of this grace, this power, this love that I just felt from your inner being. Just powerful. A long time ago, I was prophesied and they told me that I was a sleeping giant. My inner being amongst you all's inner being reminded me of that prophecy. And my inner being said, they are the others, sleeping giants. And they come to sup with you. As I see each and every last one of your inner beings, it reminds me of me, merely you all being the reflection of me. Thank you, inner being. Thank you. That's why you all are here, because it's a reflection of my life replaying itself. And I feel so honored. I once had a guru who told me this, and in my inner being is saying this, it's like it unto you passing the torch to others to do the same and the same and the same and the same. And so as I'm speaking to you, I'm getting clarity on this, and I'm hearing my inner being share this with me. And my heart is filled with joy because I know the work, the strength, the will, the discipline, the thrills and chills that I went through, the uncertainty, the unknowing. And I can look back on it. And now when I say this, I want you to trust me. Can you trust me? Really, that's a trick question, because what I'm ultimately saying with me and my inner being is ultimately getting you to say is, can you trust you? Because I am you. Can you trust me when I say this to you? It is my promise to you. It is my heartfelt promise to you. Although you are not exempt from weary days, although you will never be exempt from tears and pain in this lifetime, it is my promise to you that everything is going to work out for your good. Everything. I don't care if you get sick. I don't care if you become broke. I don't care in the process, if that relationship ends, it is my promise. Don't you ever forget this here that you need to know from this reading is that everything gonna work out for you. I just looked at your life. Trust is knowing. I ain't believing this. I ain't trying to hold no momentum of this here. I saw this. These are the things that I know. That everything is going to work out for you. And because you trusted me on that, you said you would trust me. That means when it happens and any ill thing happen, I want you to remember that you promised me. That you embody this knowing and trust that things are always working out for you. Don't you forget that. It got to work out for you. It got to. Because you got to circle back and you got to help mankind. It got to. I want you to remember and I want you to say it like that. It got to work out for me. Because God has just said that I had to circle back to help mankind. I want you to hold on to that faith and that knowing. It got to. It got to, because I got work to do. Hold on. It got to. And that's going to propel you to excel. It got to. It got to. It got to. You was a bad mamma jamma. Yeah, absolutely. So refreshing. Thank you. You're so welcome. It got to work out. It got to work out for me. I know it will work out for me. Yeah. Speak that every time you ever go through anything. All right? Trust in me with all your heart, says my inner God. There you go. There you go. Y'all some bad mamma jammas out there. Y'all some bad mamma jammas. Oh, y'all was giving offerings. I ain't even call offering time. Y'all done gave me offering for the reading. It's offering time. I see the Cash App symbol up there. Y'all was giving offerings. I don't even have the volume turned up. It's offering time. For those that are new to me, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. I'm a seer. I'm a blood type connection catalyst, herbalist, and I have the Inner Being Church. If you want to join this church, head over to my website, link in the bio, saltoftheearthpub.org. That's saltoftheearthpub.org. And you could also donate to this church via Cash App. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Thank you all for being here. That was a beautiful read. And I'm so happy that I am amongst the presence of some other chosen ones. Some spiritual seekers out there embodying it based upon change, implementing change. That was a card we pulled on today for you all. Y'all have some powerful, powerful inner beings. Like warriors that stand over you. And like, like Maya Angelou, she'd be like, can the ancestors walk with me? Maybe walk with you, talk with you while you sleep, looking over you. Ooh, it reminds me of yea, though I walk through the valley. Ooh. That was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing to feel. Beautiful thing to know. And I want you to carry that part with you. That knowing that you're never alone. Right? Never alone. Hello, I still haven't received my wild yam. Hey. All things is working out for my good. Is that the one that was in the shipping issue with UPS? Yeah, that was awesome. This was awesome today. Yeah, sometimes we got to do this. You are so welcome. Ashe, I receive it. There you go. Is that the person that was in the shipping issue? I'm going to check on that as soon as I get off the live. Could you let me know that before we go? As we pray? All right, we're about to pray. Trust. Yes, I gotta work out for me. Yeah, it will work out. Period. Yep. Red and yellow are beautiful tribal colors. Oh, yeah. So let us pray. We're about to get up out of here. Thanks for the wisdom. You're wonderful. Oh, you are too. Thank you so much. I'm glad I caught you live and love. Yeah. 10 of cups. I thought there was somebody at first that had 100 of cups because I was sitting back, but it's actually 10 of cups. It's you. I thought it was somebody else. I was like, they got 100 cup and a 10 cup. I'm like, these people, because some people have them weird username. I'm like, these people got funny username. 100 cups. All right. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take one more deep breath in and blow it out. inner being and all the other inner beings that I felt in that tarot read. Thank you. I honor the inner beings of my supporters on this live and in this prayer. I feel thankful for every last one of them in this session as we learn different ways to calm ourselves, as we centered ourselves, as we begin to talk about the pinnacles, what it is that we must do and receive our answer. No, no, no. All you got to do is be. I'm so thankful for this live and everybody that was blessed with the read and everybody that called or answered. Asking, you shall receive. And here I am in their subconscious mind, merely giving them the answer that they asked for. Now, inner being, show them. Every day, remind them. Let it rest upon their heart, just like you rested on my heart, that there is great love here for them. As you rested upon my heart, let them know that it's already complete, that they are already complete. Let them begin to pay more attention to the things that feels good in order for them to see and hear the voice of their inner being every day. Let them begin to have this personalized relationship so much so that they know that their inner being is merely them, talking to them, walking with them, edifying them. Allow them to operate and flow and with ease every day in every way. I know you're there. Type in the comments so you will never forget those words. Inner being, embed this in their heart. I know you're there. 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 And I want you to say it with confidence. I know you're there. 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 You can't be, your inner being can't be nowhere else but there. Your inner being can't be nowhere else but there. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. I want to see it in the comments. I know you're there. I know you're there. That's your 99.99%. I know you're there. 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 Those of you that said, I feel so alone. Now, you can't say that no more because it's there. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. Well, where is God? I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. I'm single. No, you're not, because it's there. I know you're 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 there. Remember that. Never forget that, because your inner being is always there. It can't be nowhere else but wherever you are. Reverence it. Have a relationship with it. Think it. Know that it's there. This video was from my heart to yours. Be blessed, babe. Okay, bye. Y'all amazing. So amazing.